After becoming a hurricane overnight tonight, Lidia has rapidly intensified and just reached Category 2 intensity on the Saffir-Simpson scale, with additional intensification likely ongoing right now. It's currently located at 19.2 degrees north, 107.8 degrees west. It is moving rapidly off towards the east-northeast, towards the Mexico coastline. Landfall tonight. Right now, it's got winds of 100 miles per hour, that's 155 kilometers per hour, and a pressure of 971 millibars. Movement right now, as I said, 50 miles per hour off towards the east-northeast, just north of due east. So the Willie storm is located right now with a mainly southern-sided dominated wind field, albeit it is a little bit large. It's got some size to it, particularly on the northern side. Biggest on the northern side and towards the northeastern side, 80 nautical miles. Right now, a hurricane warning is in place from Manzanillo to El Roblito, including Puerto Vallarta and Las Islas Marilas. A tropical storm warning is also in effect from Puerto Santamo to Manzanillo, as well as to the south of the hurricane warning area and the north of there as well. El Roblito to Mazatlan as well. Right now, the storm is currently located 160 miles away from Mato, which is a possible landfall location. 195 from Puerto Vallarta, 225 from Manzanillo, 295 from Mazatlan, and 305 from Guadalajara. All of those are close locations that could be receiving some impact in the sorts for this storm. Right now, the satellite estimates are fairly certain that this is a Category 2 hurricane, maybe getting up towards 105 miles an hour already. We'll have to wait and see on that. Recon is just crossing the Mexico coastline at the time of this narration. The latest forecast cone calls for a peak right at that 12-hour forecast point you can see there, really close to the landfall area of 105 miles per hour. NHC discussion does mention that it could be a little bit higher as it gets towards landfall, maybe 110 to 150 miles per hour as it comes to the coastline here. We'll have to wait and see just how strong the storm gets. It's got a real short window to show what it's made of before wind shear and landing direction start to get to it before it makes landfall overnight tonight in Mexico. Very dangerous hurricane, by the way. Sea surface temperatures right now underneath the storm, it has crossed the 30 degrees sea surface temperature threshold, so it's got more than enough sea surface temperatures underneath it to fuel intensification all the way up to landfall. Just a question of how the storm's inner core forms and how the upcoming wind shear sort of interacts with it. We'll have to wait and see, though. HWR has pretty much been on board for the past days plus at a major hurricane making landfall here in Mexico sometime tonight. Rainfall threat is going to be a pretty big issue given those mountainous areas. Mudslides and landslides are all possible. You can see that the models, though, are a bit hit or miss on when the storm is going to peak. Wind shear is on the rise, though. That is one very important thing to note. But it should mitigate that a little bit thanks to the upper level anticyclone and the jet interaction that the storm is having. So I think some of that mitigate that shear factor. So I think this storm will be able to intensify right up to landfall, which is not something that you really see in this time of area in the eastern Pacific. Right now, this storm is looking pretty decent. No eye just yet, but it is on the way. Recon are en route, like I just said, crossing the Mexico coastline at the time of this narration. I did some research, by the way, and not a single major hurricane has passed directly over Puerto Vallarta in recorded history. The two closest passes that I could find was Roslyn of last year and Kenna back in 2002. Those are the closest passes to Puerto Vallarta, and Puerto Vallarta is a massive city yet to receive a major hurricane direct impact, and this could be the first. National Hurricane Center's latest forecast cone is just south of there. We'll have, I imagine, some live coverage of the landfall of this storm over the next few hours, and if you are in the areas of Lidia, prepare now, and time is running out for this extremely dangerous hurricane that is rapidly intensifying, headed for landfall tonight.